Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. In today's video, I will showcase washing my locks at the basin in a couple of steps. Now, washing is so important for maintaining scalp health and clean hair. Yeah, so let's dive right in. The first step is to make sure that the temperature is right. In order to make sure that you don't burn a client or use super cold water, it depends on the kind of system that you have at your basin. In my case, I have a mixer tap. Sometimes it gets a little bit too hot mid-wash and runs a little bit cold. So I always try to make sure I check before starting the wash to make sure that the temperature stays the same throughout. In the next step, she's going to put on protective gloves. Now, in case of a skin condition, if you have a cut or an abrasion, it's important to use gloves just to protect your skin. So it is optional, depends on the person washing if they need the gloves or not. But it's a good practice to use gloves so that you protect your skin, your hands, your fingers. In the next step, she's going to put my hair into the basin and make sure I sit comfortably at the basin. Now I have really long locks, as you can see, so she's going to have to try and make sure that she doesn't miss any, make sure she gathers them into the basin carefully, making sure that she's also mindful of not pulling at the locks to make sure not to cause me any pain. In the next step, she's going to soak the hair with water. Allow water to soak into the locks, into the strands, into the cuticles of the hair to let the benefits of hydration to go well into the hair before we go to the next step. The next step is to shampoo. Now, we usually do at least 2 shampoos. 2 shampoos allows us to, the second shampooing session allows us to see how well the first shampoo session did, depending on how clean or dirty the scalp is. In this case, we're using a clarifying shampoo, which I highly recommend that everyone uses at least once a month because it is very good at cleansing the scalp. I particularly like this one. It's Havino clarifying shampoo, and a lot of my clients like it. I really like it. Your hair feels really soft after using it. At this point, now, so obviously this is an optional step, I asked her to go get me a mirror because I wanted to be able to see what she was doing and help her and give her some guidance along the way. The next step is to rinse out the first shampoo. I recommend that she tries her best to rinse it out really well, but knowing that we're doing a second shampoo, if she misses a spot here or there, it's not the worst case scenario. Now's the time for the second shampoo. Now, the second shampoo is important because it helps you determine how well you've done the first shampoo. If it lathers a lot, then you know that you got most of the oils or dirt out of the hair. And it helps if you've missed a spot. Now, in this case, I'm using a different type of shampoo. So at this stage, sometimes I'll use a nourish and repairing shampoo, or I'll use a balancing shampoo. Later on, when I go more in depth with tutorials, I can show why you use different types of shampoos depending on your specific hair needs. In this case, we're using the A balancing shampoo. The next step is to rinse out the shampoo. Now, no, we're not going back in with any more shampoo. It's quite essential to get it all out so that there's no residue, there's no buildup. And with locks in particular, this is quite important because if you allow buildup in certain spots, they might feel hard after it's dried into the hair, or they will show up as you'll see it. So it won't let the locks look nice. After rinsing, the next step is to condition. Please don't skip this stage because conditioner is so essential for maintaining the hair. Look at the instructions on the shampoo. In my one, it says 3 to 5 minutes. So we're going to wait 3 to 5 minutes to allow the conditioner to, well, condition the hair, to soak through, to get in there, and especially again with locks, your lock strands, give them a bit of time for the hair to penetrate. Later on, I'll talk about other things like deep conditioning, steaming, etc. Those sessions can be longer, but for your basic wash, the 3 to 5 minutes is enough. If the conditioner specifies 3 to 5 minutes for conditioning, doing more than that isn't necessarily entirely beneficial. A deep conditioner that specifies longer times is definitely going to be more beneficial, but for 3 to 5 minutes, if that's what it is, going beyond that is probably unnecessary. It's probably a waste of your time. You're going to get the same results anyway. We are now close to finishing. This is going to be the final rinse to get all the conditioner out. It's not a leave-in conditioner, so there's no need to leave it in or leave any bits, so we want to rinse it all out. And finally, we're ready to get up from the basin. This is the time to wrap the hair with a towel, gently wrapping it with a microfiber towel. Now, microfiber is quite popular because it's very good at absorbing a lot of the water out of the hair. At this point, I will help the client to get up from the basin, and then we go to the styling chair. Okay, so that was very nice. Oh, I'm not using my microphone. It doesn't matter, does it? No, not really, because I can voice over.
But no, we're loud enough in here anyway. The camera's like right there.
Very nice, very nice. First time in 2 whole years. 2 years that someone has washed my hair for me. I'm always having to wash it myself in the shower, which is also nice, but it's such a treat. So this is a treat I've been giving people when they come and they get nice wash, and sometimes they fall asleep at the shampoo bowl. That was really nice. Well done.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
So necessary, so needed. So everyone, wash your hair frequently.
Please.
Okay. Cleanse your
Please
scalp,
do.
cleanse that scalp,
It's nice.
condition, look after your hair, let it grow, let it flourish, let it be clean and smell nice. And yeah, so we're gonna blow dry now. We'll do the preliminary.
Oh no, I'm gonna.
Oh, I'll. Oh no.